This is Regina Davis at the NARUC Winter Policy Summit in downtown Washington, D.C. Joining me right now is Zoe Cadore, the policy advisor for the American Petroleum Institute, which is one of NARUC's many generous sponsors at this year's Policy Summit. Welcome and thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, Regina, and welcome to D.C.
Yes, it's great. So, tell us, why is it important to attend a NARUC meeting?
Well, NARUC is great because it provides educational opportunities for regulators to hear from a variety of perspectives, including industry participants and their peers, which helps them develop best practices and really think about the issues that have an everyday impact on American businesses and citizens.
Great. So, what are you looking forward to most at this meeting? Are there any particular sessions or speakers that you're interested in?
Well, honestly, I love hearing from the panels that provide a wide range of perspectives. And this includes regulator views, consumer voices, industry views, because this is really where NARUC receives its value. Simply having one panel that expresses the same views or only supports one policy position or perspective, it gives the illusion of agreement, but it's really just an echo chamber for one point of view. And unfortunately, this doesn't allow the commissioners to really gain the most value because they're not able to hear from all sides of the issue and from all participants, nor are they able to ask those important questions that really stimulate the education and the learning that should be taking place here at NARUC.
You've raised an important point, which leads to this question. What are the questions that regulators should be asking this year?
Well, the regulators' challenges are only going to become more significant in 2019. And so there are really three important questions. First is, how do they avoid falling into the what's next trap, where they want to be first without being sure about customers' benefits and balancing that with the increased price of delivery and implementation? Secondly is, how do we avoid regulatory capture, where these important discussions that are taking place remain transparent and eliminates the idea that these are decisions that are being made in these kind of smoke-filled backdoor closed rooms. And lastly is really finding the peace between federal energy policy that's in serious need of an update and state energy policy that's laying the patchwork for competing approaches and views. And how do we balance the need or the desire for some to have a universal American grid with the current realities of our energy landscape here in America?
So before you leave us today, is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
Well, the American Petroleum Institute greatly values the important work that's being done here at NARUC, and we are so happy to be able to provide information to commissioners and continue these important and thought-provoking discussions. Simply having one perspective or one policy position in the mix is not really providing great value to commissioners, and so we're happy to be a part of the larger energy community who can kind of rouse up the conversations and get people to start thinking critically and differently about all of these issues that are facing us.
Well, that's great. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And also, we'd like to thank API for being one of NARUC's sponsors, and we'd like to thank you for being part of this important conversation.
Thank you so much for having us. Great talking to you.